Well, seems like the AAA Western gaming space will never give the gamers what we want. And what do we want? Beautiful women. And by gamers, I mean men, because men are the majority. But these developers continue to ignore their main demographic, and then they wonder why they don't make money. Maybe because you are telling your main demographic to get lost and expect a new demographic to take the same spot. But it never works like that, and these companies just gonna have to learn with some layoffs and a loss of profit. And what game are we talking about? Avowed, the upcoming ripoff of Skyrim from Obsidian and Microsoft. I don't know why they just don't do another Fallout New Vegas. That's what everybody wants them to do, but they rather make the most terrible looking characters ever. They posted this tweet right here. It says, "Here's a closer look at our invoice, and we are thrilled to see yours soon in the living lands." What in God's name are these characters? What am I looking at right now? What is this terrible art style? Why does everybody look like plastic? I've talked about this game before, and I talked about how ugly these characters are. Their artists look like they got Barbie plastic surgery, like plastic dolls. There are no good artists in the Western AAA space. All the good art styles come from either Japan or the independent space. There is no good looking art over here in the West. Usually it's unreal, realistic AAA 8K high fidelity hideous realism, which I do not like in games. I do not like realism in games. It's ugly, it's uncanny. But this looks like shit. You can make a way better fantasy art style, but you choose not to. And what the fuck is on that woman's head? The woman on the top left. What is that? What is growing out of her head? Some kind of sea plant? Some kind of grass? Some kind of water grass looking thing? What? I don't understand why they make characters this terrible. Oh no, matter of fact, I do understand. I understand. 1000% I understand. They hate men, and what do men love? Beautiful women. So I am not surprised that these characters look god awful. That's why these characters look like shit. And what is that woman wearing or having on her head on the top right? It just looks like grass. Her wig is made out of fucking grass that she picked up off the ground. Why would you make this? What is this weird coloring of like yellow and green? It's just and there's like a little bit of orange in there as well, like highlights of orange. It looks weird. I don't get it. You could have just give her a normal hair color. That's it. Just a normal hair looking color. Just a normal hair. You want to make her blonde? Sure. But make it a normal natural hair color. I don't know what the fuck I am looking at with this character. They go out of their way to make characters look awful. And they wonder why they had to lay employees off. All 6 of these characters look like shit, honestly. I don't know what kind of weird antlers, deer things that the man on the bottom right has. He has like tree branches crawling out of his face. It's just weird. If you want to come up with a unique design, cool. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but you have to make it appealing. You can be unique, but make it appealing. So if you want to make some kind of deer man with antlers and interesting features, sure, but your whole art style is garbage from the beginning. So whatever you do in this art style is not going to look that great. I am not surprised. Welcome to gaming, or should I say AAA Western gaming. Unbelievable, and the people in the replies are not happy with this. Like this reply here. You really don't want this game to succeed, do you? They don't really give a fuck, honestly. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. They're owned by Microsoft, which is like one of the wealthiest companies on the planet. But Microsoft should care, and Xbox and Phil Spencer should care, because the Xbox brand is a joke. They have nothing. The only thing that they have exciting that's coming up is Doom: The Dark Ages, because Xbox doesn't know how to make anything. That's why they buy everything. And I'm glad that its software is in Texas, Dallas, Texas, so they won't be indoctrinated with this dumb California, Seattle, Washington gay ideology bullshit that makes characters hideous and makes games lame. So I am not worried about Doom: The Dark Ages as well. Doom is always peak. It's always the best FPS franchise, period. I don't give a fuck about whatever else Xbox is coming up, because they cannot be trusted. So no, I do not think they want to succeed, or they don't even know how to succeed. And this game might even get low sales because of stuff like this, and that's what this reply is saying here. Low, Lamau even. Enjoy the low sales. Hope you have enough capital to survive this game. And if not, oh well. They have the capital because they're owned by Microsoft. That doesn't mean the game is going to do well. I have seen nothing interesting about this game. It looks ugly, it looks boring, generic. The environments look watered out and blurry. The combat is lame. Everything I've seen from this game, it just looks boring. Doesn't interest me. AAA games just don't look like fun. They don't look like they have good gameplay or good art styles or anything like that. It just looks boring. So I'm hoping for low sales, because gamers will sell celebrate, because we don't want any more garbage. We want good art styles and good graphics, and this ain't it. And this game is not giving us that, and that's what this reply is saying here. The art style is giving me Dragon Age the Veilguard vibes, and that ain't a good thing. I don't know what's the appeal of that gay rainbow uglification, plastic, fruity looking graphics. It's just weird. It almost looked like Disney Pixar, but plastic Disney, like shiny Pixar. I don't understand the appeal of that type of art style. You can have cartoony looking art styles, I have no problem with that, but when it looks like weird plastic shit and the characters are hideous, I'm checked out. And a lot of people are checked out, especially after your director went on the internet and started talking a lot of shit, and that's what this reply is saying here. I am so glad your art director did what he did, so I can very much stay the hell away from this. And if you guys aren't familiar with what he is talking about, well, he's talking about a few things. But the main thing that people are pissed off about the art director is that he is a racist piece of shit. He said he wants to get rid of white dudes or something along those lines. I can find the quote and put it on the screen. He said he wants to get rid of crusty white dudes in the gaming industry. This is the type of man we are dealing with. He's not hiring the best person for the job. He's hiring somebody just because of their race and discriminating against white people. He's hiring diversity hires over everything else. And this man is white, by the way, which is the cringiest thing ever. To be a guy that hates being white while being white, it makes no sense. I think white guilt should be considered a mental illness at this point. It's a syndrome. It's too common. It's just fucking weird. I don't know why you hate yourself for being whatever color. It makes no sense. You have self-esteem issues. You shouldn't be putting down your own race to make other groups look better. Why can't you just be normal, not be a self-loathing piece of shit? Just be a normal human being and be normal to people? I don't get it, but white guilt is getting way too common and it's just corny and obnoxious. But you get the idea with this ugly ass game and this terrible art director who's a psycho on the internet. This game looks ugly and you need good looking characters to make your game successful, or just make your entertainment successful, not just specifically a gaming thing, because sex sells. And you're never gonna change that, so you might as well give gamers what we want. If you don't do that, guess what? You're not making money. So oh well for Avowed. I have no idea how well this game is gonna do. Nobody does. This is a new IP, but this is not a good start to your new IP. With the boring gameplay, ugly characters, and a psycho art director, a game director, a CEO, whatever, who's going off and being a racist piece of shit on the internet. We just have to wait and see, because this game is coming out soon. I don't know when exactly, I don't really give a fuck, but when the game comes out, I will laugh at the sales numbers if they are bad. So all we have to do is just wait and see. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Microsoft and Avowed, go fuck yourself.